Former reality star Jon Gosselin of Jon and Kate Plus 8 has fallen hard. Back in the day, he was on a boat, and now he's in a restaurant serving food and apparently not making much money doing it. Now, if you go back to 2009 when his show was on the air and him and his family were raking it in, he was making about $22.5 thousand per episode, their family was. Which, you know, compared to the Big Bang Theory might not be a lot of money, but it's certainly a lot better than I'm making here. But in the time since the divorce and the dissolution of the family, he says that he doesn't have a relationship with his former wife anymore. He says that he's hit rock bottom like 20 times. Now, it's interesting because in his quotes, people have been like, following up on this whole him waiting thing. They've been asking what his situation is. He says that he doesn't understand why people keep saying that he's having hard times, but he also says that he's hit rock bottom multiple times. So I'm not sure exactly what image he's trying to project in the media, but he's not doing well by any measure.
Well, he's not projecting...
by his former measure, I should say.
Right. He's not projecting any image at this point, or he's not trying to. He's trying to live. He needs a job. He literally lives in a cabin in the woods without internet or TV. At first, he was trying to play it off like, oh, I'm off the grid. Then he was like, no, sorry, no, literally, I'm off the grid. Like, I'm in a lot of trouble. Somebody help me.
Some people would enjoy that life. That's interesting. I grew up reading My Side of the Mountain and books like that.
Well, think about it. He was a normal guy at one point, right? Then the reality show comes in. He becomes the most grid-intensive person you could be when you're in the midst of that reality craziness. So the idea of getting off the grid, I mean, it kind of appeals to me sometimes. Don't you think? For what we do, that we're in this thing all the time. I'm tweeting every 3 seconds. And
well, you are. You literally are.
I mean, I'm on there.
Are you kidding me? You're the biggest Twitter addict I know. There's no way you could live off the grid for more than 3 minutes.
But it would be good. That's my point.
All right. Yes, it would be nice for 2 days.
Yeah.
It wouldn't necessarily be nice if you didn't intend it. Look, and he admits it. Now he's like, yeah. Look, I'm not trying to like rough it or have fun. Right. No, I'm hurt, dog. Yeah, Don't ask me if I'm all right.
But I wonder if that's true. Like, I mean, he is responding to interview requests. He's providing information to the media. It could be that he's trying to gear up for some future project or something like that.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think there's any
no, and I have to confess, that's why I love the story. There is no future project. He's fucked.
Yeah.
Okay, am I a bad guy for thinking, like, I'm like in the midst of some serious schadenfreude. I'm like, oh, are you okay, reality star? Oh, no, reality star, are you okay, dog? Oh, you're making all that money for doing nothing. Now you're in the woods. Yeah. You're wondering if the big bad wolf's coming for you, and you're serving people, as a waiter, and you're like, I don't know, man. And every time somebody says, hey, are you that guy? Are you from the thing? He's like, yeah. He's like, I like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, I know I'm a bad guy. Here's what one of his friends said. After adding that, but trust me, he has hit rock bottom. He then said, just a few years ago, he was jetting off to France to hobnob in Saint-Tropez, sipping champagne on a yacht. Now he's waiting tables at a pub, working the weekday lunch shift. He can't possibly be taking home more than $40 or $50.
40, 50, that's about right.
Yeah.
Man, talk about
you worked the lunch shift,
A reversal of fortunes, though. But this is also, it sort of unmasks the reality TV thing. These people have no discernible talent, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, if this guy had any talent and had been on TV for talent, he'd probably be okay doing something else.
Oh, they could have talent. There's not talent related to the show.
He's got good sperm. That seems to be the thing that got
right, that's why he got the 8
effective.
kids. Yeah. No, but wait, I was so immersed in how much I was enjoying his travails that
so you watched the show.
No.
This travail.
I'm actually not. I didn't watch his reality show. I am enjoying his reality. Period. Okay. Yeah. But then I forgot to think about it on a serious level. And you're right. Like, that's a great point by Dave. Like, so for example, if Joe DiMaggio had run into hard times, well, Joe DiMaggio was incredibly famous, but he was famous for doing something, which is hitting a baseball, right?
Yeah.
You can argue about the utility of it, but if the Yankees fired him, he'd go to the Dodgers. He'd be okay. If, Universal didn't want to make movies with Marilyn Monroe anymore, well, then MGM would, right? But if Gosselin loses his
references, by the way.
I'm saying that's in the old days. You used to have to earn fame, right?
If Socrates wasn't able to lecture at a certain,
well, then obviously he would go to the Parthenon.
Yeah,
clearly.
Okay. But Gosselin's got nowhere to go except the lunch shift in the middle of Pennsylvania.
So let me ask you a question. Isn't this, like, people are shocked that he's waiting tables. Isn't this exactly how it should work?
Yeah.
You have your 15 minutes of fame, and then you go back to, not necessarily waiting tables, but whatever your job was.
Yeah.
just because you can be dramatic on TV doesn't mean that should become a career.
Yeah,
you have to release a sex tape for that.
Well, don't give him any ideas.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have the technology to do it. Apparently, there's no.
He's not even wired.
He can
So-
land around a VHS.
Yeah. In fact, the NSA is trying to figure out how they get into that cabin. It's like the only place left in America they haven't been able to tap. No, John, this is exactly how it should work, and I'm glad it's working that way. So sad day for him. You should have had a real talent or a real profession, and then you might have been able to go back to it. So as it is, this is what happens to reality stars when they actually hit reality.